This machine is known as Sylphomex. This is a very good machine. It's a radio frequency device. It's different from other radio frequency machines because it has got both the continuous wave and pulse wave mode. The continuous wave mode is used for skin rejuvenation, for acne scars. It stimulates the fibroblasts to produce collagen. The pulse wave mode is used for pigmentation, and during the procedure, I will try to explain and I will give you my opinion how this particular radio frequency will be able to help the pigmentation of the skin. Because for pigmentation, mostly we use for melasma or pigmentation, we use the Pico wave laser. So it's very good, but I will explain the concept how this machine can be used. Now I'm going to set the parameters so that I can start the patient treatment in continuous wave mode. So over here, I will increase the depth a bit, reduce the power a little bit, because this is a powerful machine, so we have to adjust everything, the interval of the frequency, the depth and the power accordingly. And now I'm doing the treatment in continuous wave mode. Okay, sir, we're going to start the treatment, inshallah. This is the continuous wave mode, and we are trying to target the whole skin. I am doing the treatment in a parallel pattern fashion so that I don't miss any area. Now basically this is a radio frequency device, and for the first time two different waves, continuous wave and pulse wave, are combined in a single machine, and this machine is made in USA, Silicon Valley. Now basically I would slightly try to explain how the pulse wave radio frequency would help treat melasma. Now basically what melasma is, we have to know melasma is caused by many factors, and there are many things that can aggravate the melasma, but today I'm going to be a little technical and try to explain somewhat in using medical terminology to a certain extent, try to use not much but to a certain extent. Basically, melanin is a cell that is present in the dermis near the basement membrane. Now the skin is composed of two layers, the epidermis and the dermis, and in between there is a layer known as basement membrane. Now melanin is present in the melanocyte. These melanocytes, they have small little channel that passes through the basement membrane and are connected with the epidermal cells, which are known as the keratinocytes. So whenever we go out in the sun, melanocytes, they are pumped from the melanin is pumped from the melanocyte into these keratinocytes, so that we have the tanning effect in the skin, so as to protect our skin from the damaging effect of the sunlight. Now basically when we come and we are not in the sun anymore, these melanin that are secreted or excreted by the melanocyte into the keratin layer, keratinocytes, through these channels go back and settle down into the melanocyte, which you can consider as a small bag which collects the melanin back. Now sometimes what happens is that the basement membrane, which separates the epidermis from the dermis, is thinned out. It can be thinned out by sun damage, it can be thinned out by different steroid creams that we use, and it can be also thinned out by age also, and also by certain hormones. For example, like in pregnancy, patient get melasma. Now, when this basement membrane thins out, it becomes leaky. So, when the melanin is present in the keratinocyte that is being excreted by the melanocyte into the keratinocyte, instead of all of melanin going through these small little tiny channels back through the melanocyte, it leaks and is deposited over the basement membrane. And since the basement membrane is leaky, some of the melanin is leaked down into the dermis also. So you get this condition known as melasma, which we call it as a epidermal and dermal melasma. So this is what the pathogenesis of melasma is. Now, how I would consider treating this melasma by radiofrequency pulse wave. Now, it is my theory, and it has been established fact that basically the pulse radiofrequency somehow stimulates the basement membrane, and the basement, it causes thickening of the basement membrane. So when the basement membrane thickens up, it basically the leak that is there is no longer there. So you don't get this basement membrane leak of melanin into the dermis. Number one. Number two, since this wavelength is pulsed, in the sense like the radio frequency is pulse radio frequency, it's also to a certain extent sort of destimulate the melanocyte to produce melanin. So the amount of melanin that is produced by the melanocyte decreases. So you get less melanin and hence less pigment formation, less melasma. That is number two. Number three, this pulse radio frequency causes minimal thermal damage into the skin. That is responsible for attraction of the macrophages to that particular area. These macrophages are then responsible for the absorption of melanin that is present over there, which is caused from melasma from the dermis. So this most probably, and this is the most likely way in which this particular sort of a treatment known as the pulse wave radio frequency works for melasma or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Okay, now I'm using the basically the pulse wave mode. As you can see, the light blinks on this tip over here. We have done one treatment with continuous wave, and you can see the pinpoint bleeding. Now I'm using the pulse wave radio frequency for the melanin, as I've explained. Now, in my opinion, basically, if we combine such treatments with other treatments like Warden Candela, which is an erbium YAG laser, we are stimulating the fibroblasts to produce collagen. So if the collagen, the amount of collagen, if it is increased in the skin, the melanin that is present in the skin gets overshadowed. So this is also one way to treat melasma, is to produce more collagen in the skin by stimulating the fibroblasts. The continuous wave mode that I used earlier on this patient also stimulates the fibroblasts to produce collagen. Also the Warden Candela laser, which is present for here, which is a erbium glass laser, it's a fibroblast stimulator, so it's also produces the collagen. So the more the collagen that is present in the skin, the better, and it will mask the melanin or the melasma that is present in the skin. Now, in order to remove or help macrophages get rid of these melanin particles, I combine this particular procedure, especially the melasma, with picowave laser. Now, picowave laser is 1/1,000,000th of a millisecond laser. What it does is it will break the melanin particles into 1/1,000,000th of a millimeter, which means the particle will become small in size. When the particle becomes small in size, it becomes easier for the macrophages to engulf those particles and take it away from the site where the melasma is. So by picowave, basically breaking the melanin particles into very small particles, and by using pulse wave radio frequency, basically what I'm doing is I'm inviting the macrophages to come to that site and take away all those small little melanin particles. So basically what I believe in, since melasma is a very complex problem, the treatment will also has to be complex. So because we cannot redress everything with one simple machine, we have to combine it with different machine, and in this particular case, I would combine and I would treat this patient with Central Max. I would treat this patient with Guidon Candela laser over here, and I will treat this patient with Pico laser over there to have the optimal effect. Okay, now at this point the depth that I'm using is 1.5 millimeter, okay, and the power level is 4. I'm going to use this basically mode in 3 different layers. I'll go down to 0.8, depth 0.8 millimeter, and then subsequently to 0.3 millimeter, so that we do not leave any layer of the skin which has not been exposed to this pulse wave radio frequency, so that we get the optimal effect of this particular machine. So now I'm doing the last treatment, not the last one, the last level of treatment on this particular patient today. So I have done basically his treatment in 4 layers. If you can bring the camera over here. Basically I have done the treatment in 4 layers. Initially I used the continuous wave mode, and in the continuous wave mode I have used the depth of 2.5 millimeter to treat his acne scars and fibroblasts. Then I have shifted to the PW mode, which is the pulse wave mode, and in that I have used the depth initially at 1.5, then 0.8, and now I am doing 0.3. So I have done his treatment in 4 layers, different layers. So I hope that he will have an optimal effect of this particular treatment, and I'm pretty certain that he will be happy. But the result obviously does not come immediately. It takes time. It takes about 2 to 3 months for the results to appear. It's not that you will see the difference tomorrow or day after or in a week's time. It is very important to make the patient realize that, educate the patient, tell them. You do an initial consultation in which you talk to the patient in detail and tell everything about what you are going to do, what is the optimal effect he is going to see at what time. So this important patient counseling, I think, is extremely important, and is very crucial for the success of any treatment. Because if the patient doesn't see any treatment, obviously the patient will be under stress. If they expect treatment result to be too early and they don't see that treatment, they will be under stress, and under stress there is increased amount of melanin production in the body. MSH hormone is produced. So you have to make sure that the patient under any circumstances is not stressed or has no apprehensions about the treatment, and has full confidence in your skills and the way you do the treatment. Thank you.